I put that basically on the intake.
Okay.
So that's what I'm looking at as I'm apt in most positions.
Okay.
You'll see on the show this weekend that we fly all sorts of different positions, so it's not like we're always in the diamond.
Yeah.
So we fly a lot of trail maneuvers where we're all stacked on top of each other.
Okay.
And so we're using quite a few different references there, but similar to what I just described there. So, and then we'll move from that back to the diamond, and then, you know, as you can see on your guys' credentials, that's our line abreast formation. So, so there'll be a lot of different maneuvering in here.
Now, from year to year, do you bring in new formation? Does it change? Like, for example, this year was the last year.
This year and last year are the same. Every couple of years, we'll come up with new ones or new formations to fly or new maneuvers to fly within the demonstration. So last year we added a couple that are kind of crowd pleasers, and the Delta Burst is one of them. Okay. Where we'll be flying at the crowd, so from the sea this weekend, right? Or from the ocean towards the crowd, and then burst basically towards the crowd. Okay. Thunderbird 6 right now, he actually was a baker. Really? Yep. No kidding. Baker. There's a great story on YouTube and on our Facebook page that describes his journey up.
So he's older.
So it's pretty cool.
So he's older than the rest of you guys? Or?
He is, but we never let him hear about it.
What was your major in Colorado?
I'm a finance major, so business.
Okay. So an F-16 is pretty far from accounting. My wife is
It is, but there's a little bit of math involved. So, but yes, yeah, it's easier to me than accounting for sure.
More fun, right? More fun.
More about the F-16.
Okay. The F-16, it's the most prevalent fighter in the U.S. inventory, and it is the top-line fighter really that we have right now, especially for the multi-role fighters. We've got several other airplanes that do other jobs better, but this is kind of the jack of all trades, and it can kind of do all of what we need for what currently we need to fight today. So you can see it's a single-seat, single-engine fighter. The engine produces a lot of power, so it gets about 30,000 pounds of thrust. So what that means is the airplane weighs actually less than that when we take off. It weighs about 27,000 pounds of thrust, or 27,000 pounds. So we actually get more power than what it weighs, so we can actually accelerate as we go straight up. Okay. So it's a lot of power. And it's a very maneuverable airplane, and then it's very capable with a lot of the new additions that we have. So we just go out there and do our best to represent the folks that are actually out at war and prepping to go to war. So all of our military brethren, and that's kind of our job. So we try and display that through the F-16.
Okay.
When we take the 6 red, white, and blue airplanes up in the air.
What is the altitude you can reach with these aircraft?
We can get up to about 50,000 feet. It's nothing like a spaceship or anything like that, but that's about the ceiling of the F-16, and we can get going about 1,500 miles an hour, or about 2 times the speed of sound. Wow. So we can get across the state of Florida pretty quick.
Wow. So and how's the feeling being up there, sitting there at that velocity, at that height, at that altitude? Physically, how's the feeling?
You can definitely feel the acceleration. So the F-16 can pull up to 9 Gs. So we call them Gs, the force of gravity. So as we're standing here, we're at 1 G. 1 G, so if you weigh 100 pounds and you're standing on a scale, or sitting up in the airplane on a scale, it's going to say 100 pounds. We can go into a turn, kind of like if you're at a fair, if you're on one of those rides. We can pull up to 9 times that. So the same scale would show up to 900 pounds.
Wow.
So it feels like an elephant is sitting on your chest.
Wow. So I really appreciate that you guys are back, because nobody knows how really the city is missing the air and sea shows, you know?
Well, that's good.
Yes.
Well, we're excited to be here, right?
Thank you so much.
Can't wait to be here all weekend.
Thank you so much, and we're going to be there seeing you guys. Nice to meet you.
And where are you from originally?
Colombia.
Oh, really? Very cool.
Yes.
All right. How long have you been here?
12 years.
Nice. Do you like it?
I really like it.
All right,
yes. Thank you so much.
You have a great weekend, okay?
And good luck. We're going to be there saying hi for you.
All right, I'll be waving as I go by. Okay?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh dear.
Oh man. Oh.
You want to go where you go? But
What you said about the G's and all that?
Yep, so pretty much down the runway they were about 200, 300 miles per hour roaring down the runway, and then on that initial climb she did 7 Gs, 7 times her body weight, just for maybe 5 seconds, and then they pulled like negative Gs, about -1 G as they kind of ventured off into their approved airspace. Probably about maybe 10, 15 miles away from here into the military airspace nearby here. So he coordinated all that so they can do all their acrobatics. Because trying to do that here would be impossible, because then they'll be hold off all the air traffic.
Air traffic.
So.
Okay.
Okay.